computer. Okay, so we are recording. This is January 20th, and this is Introduction to Public Speaking. This is not so much because I'm a fan of Green Bay, who I fully support, but it's more about the fact that I was making a point for a vlog, because I feel like as partisan as we have become, it also is kind of similar to how passionate we feel about our favorite teams. And no matter who is on the team, we still support the team. And there's some lessons there. Anyway, um, let's take a look at where we are. We are today's outlines are due, and both of you fine gentlemen who are here today with us have submitted an outline, and I just graded it. I can talk to you about that. And I think the feedback for you will be helpful for everybody. And that is an important part of answering questions in public speaking, is that we address it to the whole audience, even though there may be just one person who's asking, but everyone is curious. Besides that, we had midterm yesterday, and everybody took it that was supposed to, except for, I think, one person. So please connect with me on Friday at 5 to take the midterm if you'd like to do that. Next, I uploaded a lecture or posted a lecture yesterday. Did you gentlemen, I forgot to make a post about it, but I did post it in Canvas. Did you gentlemen even see notification there was a video? Raise your hand. No. Did you gentlemen see a notification that there was a TED Talk posted? Sort of a no. All right. All right. So I'm going to be posting TED Talks today, probably maybe tomorrow, whatever, because I think TED Talks you can watch for 20 minutes and kind of get away from other things you may be doing and do that for a second. And also I'm going to post another lecture, because the lecture that I posted yesterday is on how to begin and end a speech. And if you look at your outlines, I hope you have looked at your outlines, you will see that there's introduction and conclusion. And this is a specific lecture helping you present those better. So please watch that before you give your speeches, which are starting, I believe, tomorrow. Are we doing them on Thursday? Well, I'm sorry. For some reason, this week has just been days of the week nightmare. Tomorrow is Thursday, and so we are going to be doing speeches tomorrow, except for the people who are doing it in the afternoon, who are going to be doing it day after, which is Friday. Okay. So far, so good. So then tomorrow, before we start speeches, I'm going to ask you 4 questions from the videos that are there. So there's one, let's see, video that was posted so far since midterm. So pay attention to videos after midterm at this point, because those are going to be the videos on the final questions are going to be from those. Okay, so watch a video, watch TED Talk, prepare for your speech, and that's it for what I think I need to do here to keep this whole thing moving at the same time, simultaneously. Next, let's talk about your outlines a little bit. Overall, very nice job, and you guys are just embarrassing people who take 3 months to do this. So good for you, because I think that this is a kind of a class that if you really focus, you can get it done. Granted, when it takes longer, you kind of have time to digest and think on things a little more, but I think the fundamental approach can be taught pretty quickly. And so this is what I think is great. Fundamentally, I marked for almost everyone except for 1 or 2 people who barely missed anything, because almost everybody missed a chunk here or a bunch of points here or there. I'm saying to you, and trust me, when people take 3 months to do this class, they do exact same thing. They will turn in paper that's missing credibility and audience analysis paragraph, or just missing sources. And I do the same thing, which is, if this doesn't even look like person was following the template, I just return it back to them and say, please redo this and resubmit it. And I'm going to regrade. I'm going to grade it for the first time. And your grade is not going to suffer because I'm not going to hit you with a late because I'm seeing that you submitted something, but it doesn't fit the assignment. So those couple of people are just getting back their work. And I'm saying, please rework it following the template and then submit it. For others, I want to say that if you feel like you missed a chunk of points, you can fix it by putting together that section that is missing and resubmitting it to me for a regrade. I'm going to take a fresh look at it as an offer to you that if you do all the work before grades are due and you submit an improved and clearly labeled outline, as in, I'm saying you have these paragraphs missing, when you submit it back to me, label those paragraphs and like say missing so that I know, aha, this is what I'm fixing, makes it easier and faster for me. All right, Anthony is rejoining or joining us. However, since he's joining us somewhat in the middle of my speech, please, I'm going to ask him to, Anthony, are you with us?
Yeah.
All right, you can mute your sound. Beautiful. So I've been making some notes on the class and also on the outline, and some of it pertains to you. So please make sure to watch the video when it is posted. All right. So some people have been missing the chunks. If you resubmit the chunks, I will regrade it and take a look at it again with fresh eyes. What else with the outlines? Please watch the video that I posted yesterday, not just for questions, but also for tips and suggestions, life hacks, speech hacks, because what the video is from yesterday is on how to begin and end a speech, and that's what you're dealing with. Specifically, okay, and then the other main point that I need to make on the outlines is that it cannot be persuasive. And that is something that I'm also very stringent on. And some of you lost a point or two because you just can't help but insert your point of view in there. And point of view of like, I hope you will teach this to others. I hope you'll want to do this. No, this is informative. You are here to just inform us. I really feel like we're in society really struggle to separate persuasive from informative. So folks, please do your best to just inform us. I appreciate it very much. And I think those were the main notes that I wanted to share with you after reviewing your outlines. Now, there was a question about how to share a screen for a presentation. So I want to go over that and also think, what questions do you have about anything that's happening with the class up till now? I will work on the share screen. So the way I would do it, would, if I needed to present with PowerPoint, is I would look at the bottom of my screen where it says share screen. And you probably want to do this on a laptop because that's where your presentation is. I trust everybody's on a laptop, or desktop. Share screen. And then this is really complicated and fancy. You find your PowerPoint presentation. And you click on that and you click share. And now, let's see. Do you see my PowerPoint that says click to add subtitle, click to add title? All right. Let's see. What if I do it at the bottom? There is different buttons, like 4 little rectangles and a book open. I'm clicking on the reading view, and that gives me this horrible thing where it does auto subtitles. So I right click it and say stop subtitles. Maybe your computer doesn't even do that. Congratulations, you're already a winner. Okay, so here's your PowerPoint, and you should be able to have a PowerPoint and yourself. Moreover, you can practice in Zoom, by downloading Zoom, which you probably already have, and then logging in to a new meeting with a free account that everybody has. Free account, I think, for like up to 45 minutes or something like that. So you can log into Zoom, press share screen, and basically have a practice run. Moreover, you might be even able to record it. I am not sure, but if you can record yourself giving a Zoom speech, as embarrassing and disgusting as we all are when we look at ourselves in video and listen to ourselves in audio, it is a really useful idea because you're going to avoid making a lot of mistakes. So just if you watch it yourself, nobody else has to see it. You're going to learn a lot because you're going to say, oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. We are our own harshest critics. Nobody else is going to be as critical of you as you will be of yourself. So if anybody's ever been in a band and you listen to the band recording, and you will notice you only listen for your instrument. Or maybe if you're watching a replay of a game, you go, oh, there's me and I was terrible, or I don't know. So we are who we are. That brings us back to the presentation. I think that there's all I need to do. So I just move my mouse up to the top and I say stop share. It's a red button. And I stopped sharing the screen and we're back here. So I very much invite you to practice this in Zoom. I'm not going to say do not leave this for the last moment because it is the last moment. So what I will tell you, oh, look at this. Mark is joining us. Excellent. I think we're all slowly gathering here, but because I keep saying stuff, please, now, Mark, welcome to the show. And remember to watch the beginning of the video, because even though you're in class, you missed a bunch of stuff that I was already saying. And since this is all being recorded, I don't have to repeat myself. Ah, so beautiful. Okay. And that's the end of class. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye. No, just kidding. So what do we do now? So you have a speech tomorrow. Oh, it is between 4 and 6 minutes long. You have plus minus 30 seconds on this American Ninja Warrior challenge. And it can be as long as as short as 3.5 minutes and as long as 6.5 minutes, without losing 10% of your points, which is 75% total, or 75-point total. So I would take away 7 points. You would end up at 68 simply because you were too short or too long. I will not stop you. If you're going to go for 15 minutes, which some people do, because they go, you know what, I just don't care. We have to stay here until the slow cooker is finished. It's only 7 points, but just so you know, that's the part that's kind of hard to fix afterwards, because it is what it is. Let's see. Other questions, thoughts? Stephen, I see you have unmuted yourself. That's a sign. Go ahead.
Yes. So it's actually a few questions. So when we're doing the speech with the presentation, like with our outline, like how do you exactly want us to present it? Like, because kind of what
I love what's on TV, on your TV there in the background. It's great.
I don't even know
Very
what
distracting, but I love it. Let's see.
my mom. Because
Anyway, how to present with the cards and information and all that jazz that you just wrote down.
Yeah.
I would suggest turning each of those bullet points into a tiny little story. And as you're done with that little story, you go, okay, next is about this. Okay. And then you tell us that little thing, like vignettes or little pieces of information, kind of like bullet points, like oral bullet points. But if you're going to stand here and be like, next I gave, no, right? But at the same time, don't expect perfection. Don't think that you can do this without cards or without any notes or try to memorize the whole speech. Just, it's a conversation. So imagine that you're on the other side of Zoom is a little kid who is like, I really want a ball. And you're like explaining it to this person, or even better, bunch of college students who are maybe are interested. Anyway, so that's one question. Next question.
I have a question. What exactly does the PowerPoint need to be on? Like the presentation, like the slides? What do we have to show on that?
Whatever you want. That is one of the challenges. And the next video that I'm going to be posting is on PowerPoint. So that's a good idea because I know the exact TED Talk I want to share. But remind me, what is your speech about?
It's like about hockey rules and stuff.
You know, I think it's going to be really, you may be better off
I
actually.
might just give examples of like I might post videos on there about like which each one was. Like one of my examples is a cross check, so I just might post a video of someone getting cross checked.
I would suggest actually in your case utilizing GIFs because that
Right.
might be better because it's a repetitive short motion that you want to say when you do bam, 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 bam. We're like, okay, I get it. But keep in mind that if we do it 12, 15 times, it's like annoying. So then you want to, after a while, either shift to something else or whatever. But that's GIF could be really good for that. So demonstration, it's kind of hard to describe hockey game. Imagine if I've never seen it.
Yeah.
But there's, okay, a bunch of white guys, okay, on ice, all right. You know, I mean, okay. Anywho, next question. Did I answer your question, Anthony? Yes. Okay, I get more points. Let's see. Next question. Stephen, I think you had several. I was excited.
Yes, and then like so say if when we're sharing our screen and something and like our slides just stop moving and you guys don't see anything moving, like what should we do? Because I know in like previous classes, one of my teachers, he would do PowerPoint presentation and then at a certain point his slides just stop moving and we don't see anything.
I can't tell you. Okay, and how did this person resolve the situation?
He just stopped sharing his screen and then reshared it.
Okay, if you run into a technical glitch, you or anyone runs into a technical glitch where you are thrown offline, you freeze, whatever, I will stop the clock and I will give you credit for whatever time you're missing because it's not your fault. But I don't want to hear, I'm so sorry, I'm sorry, oh, please forgive me, I can't believe I've been failed by this technology, whatever. I don't want to hear excuses. I can understand what's going on. Everybody's in the same boat. I can freeze up at any moment. So this can happen. Don't worry about it. Just don't apologize.
Okay.
All right. Next question. Other questions. I don't know. I feel like I'm in a good mood today. I don't know what it is.
When is the speech again?
Tomorrow. Or day after tomorrow if you want to present in the afternoon. So it's up to you because this is why I'm doing the class at 10 a.m. and at 5 p.m. on Friday, not 10 a.m. on Friday, just 5 p.m. on Friday, so that those that can't make it in the morning can make it in the afternoon. If you feel like you have time available and you want to practice extra hard, don't delay it until the last second. You know how we're going to tell if you delay it until the last second? Because you're going to have a lot of vocal fillers. Because brain needs time to think. And most of us don't have presence of mind to just be quiet when we're thinking. Anyway, okay. Other questions? All right. Is there, okay. So there will be one more lecture video today posted, one more TED Talk today posted. So there's already 2 lecture videos. So I may even expect 10 questions tomorrow morning before we begin the class, before we get to speeches. But I think we'll be able to get through everybody just fine. So, all right. I'm trying to think what else I have to or should say to you at this point, considering that you have speeches, informative speeches tomorrow. I guess that's about it, unless there's questions. And if you have thoughts, feel free to reach out to me via email or phone. I think those seem to work best. I think I've been corresponding with people pretty effectively via email, so don't see a reason not to use that. Thank you very much. I'm going to turn off the recording, and if you guys have questions, stick around. Otherwise, thank you very much.